Hello and welcome to SDA Youth Worldwide, a platform of Seventh-day Adventist youth and young adults from all over the world, here with a common mission of encouraging each other through daily Bible devotions. It is my pleasure to introduce the speaker of today. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Rhodda Ongwae, and today I'll be sharing with you a devotion based on Micha chapter 6, verse 8. And it reads, He has told you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. The best recipes are often the simplest. Take Chick-fil-A lemonade, for example. It contains just 3 ingredients: water, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and sugar. And that's it. But combined, they create the most delicious concoction of thirst-quenching goodness that is perfect for a hot summer day. In a way, Micha gives us a simple recipe for pleasing God, and that is act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with Him. So if you've ever wondered what God wants from you in your everyday life, Micha gives you a pretty good place to start. But it's not like these ingredients were new information. God had already told his people what he had desired. Somewhere along the way, however, they went off course, and injustice, immorality, and idolatry became widespread. Basically, the people were going through the motions of religion, but had lost their heart of genuine faithfulness. And that can happen to us too. As Micha called them to return to God, their first instinct was to increase their religious activity, as if that was what God truly desired. In Micah 6 verse 6, they cry, With what shall we come before the Lord? Will the Lord be pleased with 1,000 rams, or with 10,000 rivers of oil? In other words, they're asking, Micah, tell us what to do. We'll do more, we'll try even harder. But Micah's answer reminded them of a recipe they'd forgotten. Yes, sacrifices were important, but they were never meant to replace a relationship with God or righteous living. The Lord wanted more than empty religious rituals. He wanted their hearts. The same goes for us today. God isn't impressed by us merely going through the motions of Christian life. He wants us to have a genuine relationship with Him, one that shapes how we live every day, not just how we behave in religious settings. To be clear, Micha isn't giving us a recipe for earning salvation. But once we are saved, once we claim to know God and belong to Him, our lives should increasingly reflect His heart and His priorities, namely justice, mercy, and humility. Now, let's briefly unpack this simple recipe, and as we do, let's consider which ingredients that we may need more of in our daily lives. Firstly, we have justice. In a harsh, self-centered world, people who act justly are a breath of fresh air. Acting justly isn't about just not doing wrong. It's about intentionally doing what's right. As Jesus said in Matthew 7:12, do to others what you would want them to do to you. In every interaction, we should aim to be fair and honest, showing dignity and respect to all, especially the vulnerable and oppressed, and those who cannot offer us anything in return. Secondly, we have mercy. Micah 7 verse 18 says, God delights in showing mercy. And continuously, he pours out his loving kindness on his children. As recipients of such incredible mercy, how could we ever withhold it from others? Mercy isn't just something we believe in, it's something we're called to demonstrate in our relationships. Who in your life needs mercy, forgiveness, or patience from you today? And lastly, there's humility. The starting point of humility is reverence for God. The more we understand His greatness and the grace He extends to us every moment of our lives, the humbler we become. Like the tax collector who prayed, "Have mercy on me, a sinner." Humble people live with a constant awareness of their need before God. Humility leads us to be deeply grateful for His grace, to wholeheartedly rely on His strength, and to joyfully follow His lead, no matter what He asks us to do or where He calls us to go. These simple ingredients aren't difficult to understand. Most of us would readily agree that justice, mercy, and humility are good and necessary qualities. But the Lord isn't merely asking if we understand the recipe or if we agree with it intellectually. He wants us to live with it in our everyday moments of our lives. What God wants from you today isn't a mystery. He's made it clear. Let's ask God to shape our lives, our hearts, around the simple, faithful way of living that He has already shown us. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for being with us today. I hope you were blessed. Come back for more devotions like this and daily encouragement. If you have any question or suggestion, please let us know by writing it in the comment section below. We also have other platforms like a YouTube channel, an Instagram page, and a WhatsApp group. If you'd like to also get more information on this, let us know in the comments. See you tomorrow. Bye.